Welcome everyone to today's video, where we'll be showcasing the transformation journeys of our patients. So here is our first patient, Ajay. Let's hear about his transformation journey in his own words.
Honestly, I will say I have experienced there is no pain, and due to anesthesia, you will not feel any pain. As per my experience, I will say that the QHT is the best clinic in entire India. Hello, I'm Ajay Singh Mehta, and I'm from Rudrapur, Uttarakhand, and I'm here in QHT for my third PRP. And in 5th of Feb, I have done the surgery, and it's been 4 months since then. And before surgery, I have facing hair fall approximately about 1 to 2 years, and I had used many medicines, and it is not helping at that time. So after that, some from YouTube, and I have seen this QHT, and I came here, and doctor suggested me for QHT transplant, and I was nervous at that time. So after the 4th month before, I have taken this surgery. So in QHT, I have before visiting to QHT, I have seen a lot of clinics, but here the difference is the result. QHT gives the best result, and because of its technology, a quick hair transplant, and the reasonable price, and QHT gives the best hairline, and because it gives natural hairlines, as you can see, and QHT have the maintain hygiene as well, and it gives a better result. So I contact to QHT through mobile number and through WhatsApp, and they suggested me for pre-booking of the transplant, and if they gives 1 year of time, so in which I can apply for transplant my surgery. And at the time of surgery, I was nervous, so the staff and the doctors convinced me that it will help and for my better transplantation and better hairline. So at the time of transplantation, it took around 1 day whole, and in the morning through morning to the evening, and around 2600 grafts they have suggested me for QHT transplantation technique, and around 3000 grafts were implanted on my head. So the margin was 400, but they didn't charge me for that. So as everyone has a doubt that during transplantation how much pain it occurs, but honestly, I will say I have experienced there is no pain, and due to anesthesia, you will not feel any pain, except in the donor area. For 1 day, you will feel some pain for the next night, and for that you have to take precautions. And after in 1 week, the pain was gone, and the swelling was also there in my forehead, little bit swelling, just because of the liquid during transplantation. But the swelling was also gone as per the prescription doctor has given me. I took all the prescriptions, and it helped me a lot at that time. And after the surgery, the QHT team was in my contact whole the day up to 1 to 2 months. And they suggested me how to clean my follicles and how to clean my donor area and how it will heal quickly. So daily they ask for my pictures, and they suggest me what I have to do to use saline water at that time. And around 3 to 4 weeks it took to heal my donor area. As you can see, it is healed now. So after 1 month, I started facing the shedding phase, but I have took the QHT technique. So the shedding phase was not up to that level, because in quick hair transplant you will face a little bit of shedding phase only. Only 30 to 40% of my transplanted hair were fallen, and the rest of my hairs has remained same. So now it's been 4 months. So the fallen hairs in the shedding phases, they started coming now, and hoping for that they come soon. And doctor has suggested me that it will take around 6 to 7 months totally to get the best result. As per my experience, I will suggest that QHT is the best clinic in entire India because the price is reasonable, very reasonable. In Bangalore, Delhi, and other states, the price is much higher, around 2 to 3 times higher from the QHT, and the QHT gives best result also due to its consistency and the experienced doctors and the hygiene they maintain and the good work of the staff. They help you all the time and they remain in contact with you through the WhatsApp and through on call always. And for others, I will recommend that they should join QHT and they will feel a different environment here as per the transplantation, and it is very easy to reach here in Haridwar. So as per my experience, if you have a good donor area and your hair loss is occurring due to your heredity, I think a hair transplant is the best choice because medicine will not help you to get the hairline. Medicine can help up to a certain level in only in your crown area. Minoxidil you can use, but for your hairline losses, transplant is the best thing from my side, I think. And if you want to choose a transplant clinic, QHT is the best in India because many celebrities also come here and people are coming all over India, even from foreign. So they provide you best environment at a very reasonable price. So it's been 4 months now and और ये मेरी थर्ड PRP थी. So अभी तक जैसा एक्सपीरियंस था मैंने आपके साथ शेयर किया, और जैसे ही अब नेक्स्ट PRP में मैं आऊँगा 1 या 2 महीने बाद, सो उसके साथ मैं अपना रिजल्ट जैसा आपको होगा ऐसे दिखाऊंगा, और जुड़े रहिए मेरे साथ. थैंक यू QHT.
You've just seen Ajay's transformation journey. Now let's move on to our next patients, Comparishan, Amit and Sachin, and find out more about their journeys.
What if a single video could clear every doubt you have about your baldness grade, whether it is diffuse grade 4A or diffuse grade 5A? Today, you are going to watch something that will make this confusion disappear completely. In this video, we are showing you a clear comparison of two patients with two different grades of diffuse hair loss. When you see their journeys together in one place, you will easily understand the difference between the two conditions. If you also want to see such a change on your scalp, visit your nearest branch in Haridwar, Delhi, Delhi or Hyderabad today. We will take you through their condition before treatment, the stages they went through, the challenges they faced, and the results they finally achieved. Every moment you will see and every feeling we describe comes directly from the experiences our patients shared with us. Watch this video till the end without skipping, because every part of it is going to be very helpful for you. This is our first patient who was struggling with diffuse grade 4A baldness. Although there was still hair on the scalp, his hairline had become weak. The thinning was so severe that the scalp was clearly visible, making him look much older than his actual age. A hair transplant was the only effective solution to bring back a youthful and natural appearance. Moving on to our second patient who was dealing with diffuse grade 5A baldness. This is a more advanced stage of thinning. His frontal and mid-scalp areas had experienced significant hair loss, where the diffuse pattern had made the hair so thin that the scalp was prominently visible. However, the positive part was his donor area. It was still thick, strong, and healthy, giving us great scope for planning the implant and achieving a dense and natural result. Now let us talk about the hairline, which is one of the most crucial elements of the entire transformation. While designing the hairline, we carefully consider the patient's age, facial structure, existing hair density, and even the possibility of future hair loss. At our QHT clinic, our goal is to create a hairline that looks natural, balanced, and enhances the overall facial appearance, giving the patient a youthful and confident look once the results begin to develop. In the case of patient 1, our experts designed a customized hairline using the glabella point as the central reference. The markings covered the entire frontal zone as well as half of the mid-scalp area, both of which were severely affected by baldness. This ensured that the design not only restored his front profile but also created a smooth transition into the areas behind it. Now, moving to patient 2, a personalized hairline was created specifically according to his facial proportions. Along with the main hairline, his temple points were also redesigned to achieve a complete and well-defined facial frame. After that, his entire frontal region and the mid-scalp were carefully marked to maintain perfect direction, angle, and density during the implantation process. This planning ensured that the final result would look seamless and naturally blended. After the hairline design, our experts carefully followed the marked areas on the scalp, creating precise slits. This step ensures the correct direction for graft placement and guarantees that the hair growth remains natural and aligned with the patient's natural hairline. Let's take a closer look at the procedures followed for both patients, where you can observe how many grafts were implanted on their scalps. In patient 1's case, our experts started by implanting single thin hair follicles along the hairline hairline zone, following a zigzag pattern to create a natural-looking hairline. Then, for the frontal and mid-scalp regions, double and triple hair follicles were implanted. This strategy improved the diffuse thinning pattern on the scalp, giving the patient a fuller, more natural appearance. In total, 3,500 grafts were implanted, all extracted from the patient's donor area. For patient 2, the procedure followed a similar approach, with single, thin follicles being placed along the hairline. Additionally, with great precision, the temples were reshaped to achieve a well-balanced facial frame. For the overall frontal and mid-scalp areas, double and triple hair follicles were implanted to complete the desired look.
The grafts were implanted in his case. All were extracted from a safe donor zone.
What sets us apart is our use of DHT-resistant follicles, extracted using the FUE technique, a method that ensures long-lasting natural results. Our experts implant these follicles simultaneously, so you get the most advanced and effective hair restoration possible. The proof is in the results, which you can see across our YouTube, Instagram, and all our social media channels. If you want to know more, comment on hair transplant. Now, let's move on to the follow-up phase of both patients, where we'll take a closer look at their PRP sessions, observe their growth phase, and review how their overall results progressed over time. 2 months follow-up of patient 1. 2 months after the transplant, when our patient 1 visited the clinic for his follow-up PRP session, our experts noticed excellent early progress. His hairline had already begun to take on a natural, well-defined shape, and new hair growth was clearly visible across the scalp. At this stage, some shedding was still present, which is a normal part of the recovery phase and will gradually settle in the coming months. Even with the temporary shedding, the scalp showed healthy signs of improvement with good moisture and nourishment supporting the newly implanted follicles. As you can see, this marks the beginning of a very promising and natural transformation. Two months follow-up of patient 2. 2 months after the transplant, our patient 2 was still experiencing the shedding phase in his first follow-up PRP session, which is a completely normal and healthy sign. This phase indicates that the transplanted grafts are settling well into the scalp and developing strong roots for new growth. At the same time, his donor area had completely healed with no visible extraction signs. If you're also struggling with hair loss for years, just like him, then take the first step today. Book your consultation and start a journey towards a new you. Now it is finally time to reveal patient 1's complete transformation after 8 months. Just look at the difference between his initial condition and his current appearance. This is not just about regaining hair. It is about restoring confidence, personality, and self-expression. When he first came for consultation, his only wish was to achieve a natural and dense look that complements his face. That is exactly what our experts delivered through detailed planning, artistic design, and flawless execution. His hairline now blends seamlessly with his facial structure, showcasing balanced density, perfect direction, and natural volume across every zone, including the frontal, mid, and crown areas. Today, he can freely style, cut, and manage his hair just the way he wants. From once hiding bald spots to now confidently running his fingers through his hair, every moment reflects freedom and pride. Like many young men, he had lost his confidence due to progressive hair loss, avoiding social gatherings, photos, and even eye contact. But now, his transformation tells a completely different story filled with renewed energy, personality, and self-belief. His journey reminds us that a hair transplant is not just a medical procedure. It is a journey of rediscovering yourself, your style, your confidence, and your identity. Eight months follow-up of patient 2. Patient 2 achieved impressive results in just 8 months, even though he first came with diffuse grade 5A baldness. And now he had achieved a perfect hairline and his temples took excellent shape, giving him a complete facial frame. Also, his frontal and mid-scalp areas gained voluminous density. If we compare to his initial condition, the improvement is clearly visible. Even the crown, where thinning was present, now shows healthy growth with the help of PRP sessions and medications. His scalp looks naturally full, balanced, and completely transformed. If you have any questions regarding your hair loss or baldness, then drop them right now in the comment section below. This was the complete transformation journey of our 2 patients, showing how science and expert skill can create life-changing results. Each patient started with different levels of hair loss, yet all achieved natural-looking growth, fuller coverage, and renewed confidence through the right diagnosis and advanced techniques. Now we want to hear from you. Which patient's transformation inspired you the most and why? Share your thoughts in the comments, and if you are ready to begin your own hair restoration journey, book your consultation with our expert team today. Your new look and confidence are just one decision away.
You've just seen Amir and Sachin's comparison journey. Now let's move on to our next patient's comparison, Ankur, Sachin and Yogesh, and find out more about their journeys.
Meet our 3 incredible patients. One, battling with grade 2 baldness. Another, fighting with diffuse grade 5A. And the third, overcoming diffuse grade 6 baldness. Each of their journeys will show you the true power of transformation. Have you ever wondered how a single hair transplant can completely change someone's life? In today's video, we we are revealing real transformations of these three patients where baldness became just a memory and confidence took over. If you also want to say goodbye to baldness and start your own transformation journey, this is the right time. Our QHT clinic is now available in Delhi, Hyderabad and Haridwar, bringing world-class hair restoration expertise closer to you. In this video, we will take you beyond before and after results. You will see the complete transformation journey of these patients from their initial condition to their final life-changing results. We will also answer some of the most common questions that might be on your mind, such as, is natural density possible in advanced baldness cases? How do doctors plan the graft distribution for the best results? What are realistic expectations after a hair transplant? So, stay tuned till the end because every transformation you will see today is a story of patience, precision, and pure confidence. The kind that does not just bring back hair, but brings back life itself. Let's now take a look at the condition of all three patients, where each one was facing a different level of baldness challenge. Our first patient was dealing with Norwood Grade 2 baldness, where his hairline had completely receded, leaving the frontal area noticeably empty. The rest of his scalp, however, was still covered with healthy hair, as you can clearly see. The good part in his case was his strong donor area, which provided the perfect foundation for a natural restoration. Moving to a second patient who was struggling with diffuse grade 5A baldness, a more advanced stage of thinning. His frontal and mid-scalp areas had suffered significant hair loss, where hair becomes so thin that the scalp starts showing through. But despite this, his donor area remained thick, strong, and healthy, giving us a good scope for implant planning. Finally, our third patient was facing an even more advanced stage of diffuse baldness, diffuse grade 6. His hairline had receded deeply and his frontal, mid-scalp and crown regions were almost completely damaged. Yet again, his donor area was in healthy condition, which played a significant role in designing his transformation plan and achieving coverage across all affected zones. Each of these patients came with unique challenges, but one thing was common among them: their determination to fight baldness and reclaim their confidence. And that's exactly what our QHT experts helped them achieve. After thoroughly analyzing the scalp, our experts designed a customized hairline for each patient. This is one of the most important and artistic steps in a hair transplant. Before starting, all three patients had their hair trimmed and a proper head wash was done to remove oil and dirt from the scalp, ensuring a clean surface for accurate markings. At this stage, our experts carefully mark the hairline by considering each patient's facial features, age, and natural hair growth pattern. This ensures that the final look appears balanced, natural, and suits the patient's overall face structure. For patient 1, our experts designed a customized hairline and planned to cover the frontal area with precise detailing and accurate graft placement. For patient 2, a personalized hairline was created and the frontal, along with the half mid-scalp area, was carefully marked to maintain perfect direction, angle, and density during implantation. For patient 3, the customized hairline was designed and the frontal, mid-scalp and crown areas were accurately marked to achieve complete and natural-looking coverage. These markings act like a blueprint for our experts, guiding them throughout the implantation process to maintain precision, balance, and artistry. This is the stage where every patient's natural transformation truly begins. If you are planning your own hair transplant and want a hairline that looks natural, balanced, and suits your facial features perfectly, book your consultation today. Let our experts design the hairline that defines your confidence and brings your transformation to life. Comment on hairline design to get started with your personalized assessment. After completing the hairline design, our experts numb the patient's scalp using local anesthesia to ensure a completely painless experience. Once the scalp was prepared, they followed the pre-marked areas and began creating micro slits, the tiny openings where each graft would be carefully implanted. Now, let us look at the detailed implementation process for all 3 patients. In patient 1's case, our experts created a natural zigzag pattern in the hairline zone to give a realistic and soft look. Here, single and thin hair follicles were implanted to replicate the natural density of a real hairline. Moving slightly backwards to the frontal area, double and triple hair follicles were used to enhance volume and thickness. In total, 3,000 grafts were implanted, all extracted from the patient's safe donor zone to ensure long-term sustainability. For patient 2, a similar natural approach was followed. Single and thin hair follicles were implanted along the hairline zone for a soft, refined appearance. The frontal and half mid-scalp areas were then covered with double and triple follicles to add fullness and depth. A total of 5,000 grafts were implanted, again taken from the safe donor zone to maintain natural strength and durability. Patient 3 presented a more advanced baldness condition. In his case, single and thin follicles were implanted in the hairline zone to perfectly frame his facial features. Double and triple follicles were then used in the frontal and mid-scalp regions for greater coverage and density. For the crown area, our experts designed a swirl pattern and implanted single, double, and triple follicles at varying angles to mimic the natural growth direction. All grafts extracted from the safe donor area. These follicles are DHT resistant, meaning they are naturally immune to the hormone that causes hair loss. Using the QHT technique, the grafts were extracted and implanted simultaneously, a process that reduces the time grafts spend outside the body and increases their survival rate. As a result, patients experience stronger, thicker, and long-lasting growth, giving them natural-looking density and an overall transformation that truly restores their confidence and appearance. Now it is time to take you through the follow-up journey of all three patients, the stage where real transformation starts becoming visible. Along with this, patients are guided with personalized medications, precautions, and a customized diet plan to ensure healthy and sustained growth. One of the most important parts of this phase is the PRP session, a powerful treatment that nourishes transplanted follicles, strengthens weak roots, and accelerates the growth cycle naturally. Now let us see one by one how each patient's growth journey progressed after their hair transplant, from early shedding to visible regrowth and finally to full transformation. 2 months follow-up of patient 1 when he visited the clinic for his very first PRP session. During this visit, our experts carefully examined his scalp and noticed that the shedding phase was still continuing. In fact, around 95% of patients experience this phase after a hair transplant. During shedding, the transplanted hair shafts fall out, allowing the roots beneath the scalp to settle firmly and prepare for new growth. It is a temporary but very important stage that marks the beginning of regeneration. At the same time, his donor area had healed beautifully, showing no signs of trauma or scarring. His native hair was growing strong and healthy, creating a smooth blend with the transplanted zones. Our experts reassured the patient that shedding is a sign of progress, not loss, because beneath the surface, thousands of new follicles were already preparing to grow back thicker and stronger in the coming months. One month follow-up of patient 2. When our patient 1 visited the clinic for his first follow-up PRP session, our experts carefully examined his scalp and noticed that around 50% shedding was visible. This is a completely normal and expected phase after a transplant. Shedding shows that the transplanted roots have settled beneath the scalp and are now preparing for new and stronger hair growth. At the same time, his donor area had healed beautifully, showing no visible extraction marks, which clearly reflected expert precision and proper post-care. At this stage, PRP played a very important role. PRP, or platelet-rich plasma, helps to activate dormant hair follicles and speed up the growth phase. It improves blood circulation in the scalp, strengthens the hair roots, and enhances the overall density and quality of new hair growth. Our experts explained to the patient that regular PRP sessions work like a natural booster for the transplanted and existing hairs, ensuring that the final results come out thicker, healthier, and more natural looking in the coming months. Two months follow-up of patient 3. 2 months after the transplant, when our patient 3 visited the clinic for his first follow-up PRP session, our experts observed that the shedding phase was still ongoing, which is a completely normal and expected part of the recovery process. At the same time, his donor area had healed beautifully, with no visible signs of extraction. This showed excellent recovery and strong graft survival. With the addition of PRP therapy at this stage, his scalp was being nourished with essential growth factors that help strengthen the hair roots, accelerate regrowth, and improve overall density in the coming months. Worried about hair thinning? Just share your pictures with us. Our specialist will assess your current stage and let you know whether a hair transplant is the right choice or if alternative solutions could work better for you. 4 months follow-up of patient 1. In just 4 months, our patient's transformation had already started taking shape. His hairline was now perfectly framing his face, giving his overall appearance a more defined and youthful look. The frontal zone had filled up with visible density, and the merging of native and transplanted hairs was seamless. So natural that even up close, it was difficult to differentiate between the two. His donor area had healed completely, showing no visible extraction marks, a clear sign of precise graft handling and expert technique. And the best part, this was only the progress phase. The real transformation was yet to come in the following months, when the transplanted follicles would mature, thicken, and achieve their full density. Two months follow-up of patient 2. 2 months after the transplant, the patient was still experiencing the shedding phase, which is a completely normal and healthy sign. This phase indicates that the transplanted grafts are settling well into the scalp and developing strong roots for new growth. During this time, the old transplanted hairs shed while the follicles beneath the scalp strengthen and prepare for fresh hair to emerge. At the same time, the patient's native hairs in the untransplanted areas were growing steadily, giving the scalp a more balanced appearance. The best part was that his donor area had completely healed with no visible extraction marks, showing that the grafts were harvested safely and precisely by our experts. At this stage, our experts also recommended continuing PRP sessions to provide nourishment to the follicles, boost blood circulation, and enhance future hair density and growth quality. Eight months follow-up of patient 3. 8 months after the transplant, our patient showed an impressive transformation. His hairline was now beautifully framed, and both the frontal and mid-scalp areas had achieved excellent growth. Even the crown area had started taking a natural shape, completing the overall look. The native hairs had seamlessly merged with the transplanted ones, creating a uniform and natural appearance. What you are seeing here is just his 8-month progress, and the final results in the coming months will be even more refined, denser, and fully matured. Seven months follow-up of patient 1. By the 7th month, the patient's scalp was completely covered with natural, dense, and well-blended hair. The transformation was so remarkable that it was impossible to tell which were transplanted hairs and which were natural. If you compare his 7-month results with his condition before, the difference is nothing short of extraordinary. From visible baldness to complete coverage with natural flow and density. Now he can style his hair freely, cut it, or even shave it exactly the way he used to before hair loss began. This phase was not just about regaining hair, but about regaining his lost confidence, identity, and the freedom to look the way he always wanted. The journey clearly shows that with the right technique, patience, and care, every stage brings you closer to a naturally perfect result. 8 months follow-up of patient 2. Our patient 2 achieved truly remarkable results in just 8 months, despite initially facing the challenges of diffuse grade 5A baldness. Within this short period, his transformation was nothing short of inspiring. His hairline is now completely framed, giving perfect definition to his frontal zone, while the mid-scalp area has achieved impressive coverage and density. The previously visible thinning patches have now healed entirely, and the scalp appears naturally full and balanced. If you compare his current results with his initial condition, the difference is clearly visible, from noticeable thinning to a dense, natural-looking head of hair. These results reflect not just the success of the transplant, but also the precision, planning, and expertise of our team in restoring both confidence and appearance. Now, let us see the follow-up and final results of our last patient, who was facing the challenges of diffuse grade 6 baldness. From severe hair loss to a full, natural look, his transformation is truly inspiring. Let's take a look at his amazing journey. 10 months follow-up of patient 3. Now it is time to reveal our patient's incredible 10-month results. Despite being in an advanced stage of baldness, where he once believed regaining his natural look was impossible, our QHT technique and expert doctors made it possible. Today, his transformation speaks for itself with a full density and naturally framed scalp that perfectly complements his face. He is now living with complete confidence, styling his hair the way he wants. What was once a distant dream has now become his everyday reality. This transformation is proof that with the right technique, the right team, and the right approach, even the most advanced baldness cases can achieve life-changing results. Whether it is diffuse baldness or advanced hair loss, the right treatment can make every transformation possible. If you also want to restore your natural density and confidence, book your free consultation today. Comment diffuse transformation and start your hair journey now. You just witnessed the complete transformation of all 3 of our patients. This was patient 1's condition before the transplant, and this is his result now. Here is patient 2's journey from visible thinning to full natural density. And finally, patient 3, who faced advanced baldness but today stands with a confident, natural look. When you compare their before and after results, the transformation speaks for itself. Each result is a story of trust, precision, and expertise. If you also dream of such a transformation, book your consultation today or comment hair transplant below and tell us whose transformation inspired you the most and why.
You've just seen Ankur, Sachin, and Yogesh's comparison overview. Now let's move on to our final comparison of the day, Lokesh, Mahmood, Keshav. Let's find out more about their journey.
3 patients, 3 stories, and one common dream to bring back their lost confidence. But wait till you see how their transformations turned out. Today, we're sharing the incredible journey of 3 patients who decided to take control of their hair loss and transform their lives with QHT Clinic. Each one faced a different stage of diffuse pattern baldness, a condition that not only affects your scalp but also your confidence. One of them was battling diffuse grade 3A baldness, where the thinning had just started, subtle yet emotionally distressing. The other 2 patients were facing diffuse grade 6 baldness, one of the most advanced stages, where extensive thinning leaves the scalp visibly exposed. After months of research, consultations, and hesitation, all 3 finally made a bold decision to trust QHT Clinic for their hair transplant journey. And that decision changed everything, because when it comes to regaining your identity, choosing the right clinic isn't just important, it's life-changing. If you're also struggling with hair loss or baldness, QHT Clinic is a trusted name. The clinic is now available in Haridwar, Delhi, Gurugram, and Hyderabad, making expert hair transplant care more accessible than ever. Let's take a closer look at the before conditions of our 3 patients before. Patient 1 was facing the challenges of diffuse grade 3A baldness. Their hairline had completely receded and taken an M shape. The frontal area was severely damaged, and thinning had started in the mid-scalp with partial damage. The rest of the scalp was still covered with healthy hair. Despite being in their 20s, this degree of baldness made them appear older than their actual age. After a thorough scalp analysis, our experts also assessed the donor area, which was fortunately thick, strong, and rich in healthy hair follicles, providing an ideal foundation for a successful transplant. Patient 2 was dealing with diffuse grade 6 baldness, an advanced stage. Their hairline had fully receded, the frontal region was completely bare, and thinning was noticeable in both the mid-scalp and crown areas. Thankfully, their donor area remained healthy and dense with strong hair follicles, making them a good candidate for transplantation despite the advanced hair loss. Patient 3 was also facing advanced stage diffuse grade 6 baldness. Compared to patient 2, their scalp was significantly more damaged. The hairline, frontal area, mid-scalp, and crown were almost entirely affected. However, the donor area in this patient was fortunately in good, healthy condition, providing a reliable source for grafts. These cases show how diffuse baldness can vary in severity and also show why having a healthy donor area is very important to get natural and long-lasting results. After carefully analyzing the scalp condition of all 3 patients, our experts began the process of hairline creation, a step that sets the foundation for every successful hair transplant. The first step was trimming the hair, followed by a thorough head wash to completely remove dirt and oil, ensuring a clean and smooth surface for precise hairline designing. For patient 1, our experts designed a custom-shaped hairline based on his baldness pattern, starting from the glabella point and marking the affected frontal area with complete precision. In patient 2's case, the experts once again designed a personalized hairline according to his facial structure and then marked the frontal, mid-scalp, and crown areas which were most affected by baldness. Moving to patient 3, his custom hairline was designed to cover an even larger bald area, including the frontal, mid-scalp, and crown zones, ensuring that every inch of the affected region was well planned for graft placement. This meticulous hairline design and marking process acts like a blueprint for the surgery, guiding our experts during graft implantation. By following this plan, they ensure that every graft is placed with precision, resulting in a balanced, natural, and aesthetically perfect outcome for all three patients. Ready to bring back your hairline? Drop hair transplant in the comments below, and our team will reach out to guide you on your transformation journey. After a thorough scalp analysis, our experts carefully created slits to follow the natural hair direction. In patient 1, single and thin hair follicles were first implanted in the hairline to maintain a natural, soft look. Then, double and triple follicles were placed in the frontal and mid-scalp with precise spacing to cover thinning areas seamlessly. A total of 2,600 grafts were used, resulting in a dense, natural, and youthful hairline. The transformation brought back confidence and a refreshed appearance to the patient. For patient 2, the hairline was reconstructed with single and thin follicles for a natural front frame. Following this, double and triple follicles were implanted in the frontal and mid-scalp to restore fullness in affected areas, while the crown received a careful mix of single, double, and triple follicles to recreate natural density. With 4,500 grafts, the patient achieved a harmonious, balanced, and naturally flowing hair growth, making the scalp look completely rejuvenated. Patient 3 had a more extensive thinning area. Single and thin follicles were first placed in the hairline, followed by double and triple follicles to cover the large frontal and mid-scalp zones. In the crown, follicles were implanted in a swirl pattern, mimicking natural hair growth direction. A total of 5,500 grafts were used, giving the patient a full, natural, and long-lasting result. This comprehensive approach ensured not just density, but also a soft, natural hairline and overall scalp harmony. All grafts for all three patients were taken from safe donor areas which are DHT resistant, ensuring the results are strong, natural, and long-lasting. If you're also struggling with hair loss for years just like him, then take the first step today. Book your consultation and start a journey towards a new you. Now, let's take a look at some exclusive post-surgery pictures of patient 1, personally shared by him with us. These images will help you understand how the scalp looks and heals during the initial days after a hair transplant and how recovery gradually takes shape day by day. This is day 1, where the freshly implanted grafts are clearly visible and slight redness can be seen, a completely normal part of the healing process. By day 2, the redness and swelling start to subside and the grafts begin settling into their new positions. On day 3, the scalp looks much calmer, showing visible signs of recovery as the healing process becomes more active. By day 4, tiny scabs start forming on the implanted area, which is a positive indication that the grafts are safely taking root. And by day 5, the scalp appears much healthier, with redness almost gone and the healing phase progressing smoothly. Within just a few days, you can clearly see how the patient's scalp begins its natural healing journey, marking the very first step toward a remarkable transformation. Let's now take a detailed look at the step-by-step follow-up journey of our 3 patients. And at the end, we will showcase their final results. When patient 1 visited the clinic for his first follow-up PRP session, our experts observed around 60% shedding on his scalp. This is a completely normal part of the post-transplant process. At the same time, his donor area had fully healed, showing healthy recovery and excellent progress. One month after the transplant, when patient 2 visited the clinic for his first follow-up PRP session, our experts observed around 50% shedding on the scalp. At the same time, his donor area had completely healed, showing excellent recovery and readiness for the next phase of growth. 1 month after the transplant, patient 3 experienced around 70% shedding on the scalp, which is completely normal at this stage of the hair growth cycle. At the same time, his donor area had fully healed, showing excellent recovery compared to patients 1 and 2. His baldness was more extensive, making his transformation even more remarkable. Over the upcoming months, the transplanted follicles will start settling and producing new growth, setting the stage for impressive, natural-looking results that will showcase the effectiveness of the procedure and careful post-surgery care. After your hair transplant, along with PRP, you can also opt for advanced therapies like GFC and QR678, which are designed to further enhance hair growth. These treatments are essentially next-level versions of PRP, offering faster and more effective results. The best part is that these therapies are not only available at our Haridwar clinic, but also at our Delhi and Hyderabad branches, ensuring you receive the same world-class care and hospitality wherever you visit. If you want to know more about PRP, GFC, QR678, or any other hair restoration treatments, don't wait any longer. Book your consultation today at the number provided and take the first step toward a thicker, healthier, and more confident mane. 5 months after the transplant, patient 1's hairline had beautifully framed his face. The frontal and mid-scalp areas had achieved remarkable volumetric growth, and even the previously thinned regions were now completely covered with healthy hair. His confident smile clearly reflects the transformation he has experienced. Keep in mind, these results are just after 5 months, and the final outcome is still on its way, which you will see in the upcoming months. Three months after the transplant, during his second PRP session, our experts noticed that shedding was still ongoing. This is a completely normal phase, as the transplanted follicles shed to make way for stronger, healthier roots to settle into the scalp. In the upcoming months, these roots start producing visible hair growth, setting the stage for impressive results. 5 months after the transplant, patient 3's scalp showed remarkable progress. His newly designed hairline was perfectly framed, and the frontal area had achieved noticeable density. The native hairs had beautifully blended with the transplanted ones, creating a seamless and natural look. Even the crown region had started forming a defined swirl pattern, giving a realistic and voluminous appearance. His donor area had completely healed, showing no visible signs of extraction. And remember, this is just the 5-month progress. In the upcoming months, his results will continue to improve, revealing an even fuller and more refined transformation. 7 months. Post-transplant, patient 1 achieved outstanding growth. These results, of course, vary from patient to patient. Consistently following prescribed medications, adhering to the doctor's precautions, and attending timely PRP sessions all play a significant role in achieving such results. With proper care and commitment, similar transformations are absolutely achievable. Ten months after the transplant, patient 2 achieved a remarkable transformation. His hairline is perfectly framed, the frontal and mid-scalp show dense and voluminous growth, and the crown exhibits a flawless swirl pattern. What makes this result even more impressive is that many believe achieving such results with curly hair or diffuse thinning patterns is challenging, yet patient 2's outcome is truly flawless. You can clearly see the natural thickness, coverage, and overall aesthetic improvement, highlighting the effectiveness of the procedure and expert care. "12 months after the transplant, the patient achieved truly remarkable results that speak for themselves. When we compare his current look with his earlier condition, the difference is nothing short of inspiring. His scalp, which was once severely bald and damaged, is now covered with strong, healthy, and natural-looking hair. The hairline is beautifully shaped. The frontal and mid-scalp areas are dense and uniform, and the crown has developed a natural swirl pattern that blends perfectly with the rest of his hair. His transformation is not just physical, but emotional emotional too. The confidence and happiness on his face clearly show how regaining his hair has completely changed his personality and outlook. It is a perfect example of how expert planning, precision, and trust in the process can bring life-changing results. If you have any questions regarding your hair loss or baldness, then drop them right now in the comment section below. Question 1. What types of hair care products should be used or avoided post-transplant? Post-transplant hair care products should be chosen carefully to support healing and graft survival. In the initial weeks, patients should use mild, sulfate-free shampoos that cleanse gently without irritating the scalp. Avoid products containing alcohol, harsh chemicals, or heavy oils, as these can dry the scalp or clog follicles. Medicated shampoos with ingredients like ketoconazole may be recommended to reduce inflammation and prevent infection. Styling products such as gels, waxes, and sprays should be avoided until the scalp heals fully. Using gentle, non-irritating products minimizes the risk of graft damage and promotes healthy hair growth after a transplant. Question 2. Are there any dietary recommendations that can support hair growth post-transplant? Yes. Adopting a nutrient-rich diet post-transplant can significantly enhance healing and support robust hair growth. While no diet can guarantee faster results, certain foods promote follicle strength, scalp health, and optimal recovery. Key dietary recommendations for post-transplant hair growth. 1. Prioritize protein-rich foods. Hair is composed primarily of keratin, a protein. A protein-deficient diet can weaken hair strands and slow regrowth. Include eggs, chicken, fish, lentils, and dairy for a well-rounded protein intake. 2. Boost your vitamin C intake. Vitamin C aids in collagen production, which is essential for strengthening the scalp's blood vessels and promoting healthy follicles. Include citrus fruits, bell peppers, kiwi, and amla. 3. Iron for oxygen supply. Iron helps red blood cells deliver oxygen to the scalp, ensuring optimal follicle function. Spinach, kale, red meat, and pumpkin seeds. 4. Biotin for keratin production. Biotin helps strengthen hair strands and supports new hair growth. Include egg yolks, almonds, sweet potatoes, and mushrooms. 5. Zinc and selenium for follicle repair. Both minerals play key roles in cell repair and immune support, accelerating recovery. Include pumpkin seeds, cashews, and Brazil nuts. As you have seen, our 3 patients have undergone incredible transformations from bald to bold. Take a moment to look at their results and tell us which transformation impressed you the most and why. Every patient's journey is unique, showing how personalized treatment can bring such natural and life-changing results. If you also want to achieve a remarkable transformation on your scalp, just like our patients, now is the perfect time to take the first step. Book your consultation with our expert team today and start your journey towards a confident, fuller, and healthier head of hair. Your new look and renewed confidence are just a consultation away.
Hello friends, if you have not subscribed to our channel yet, please like this video, share and subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you will get update on every video.